December 30th, December 31st, January 1st, January 2nd. Look at these dates for the change of year. So let's go for the first number, 30. If you draw 30 dots, you can arrange them into beautiful rectangles. For example, here's a 3 by 10 rectangle with 30 dots. Or if you'd like to turn this sideways, you can think of this as a 10 by 3 rectangle if you like. With 30 dots, you can also make a 5 by 6 rectangle, or turn that sideways, 6 by 5. You can also make a 2 by 15 rectangle, and sideways 15 by 2. You can also do this, a line of 1 by 30, or sideways 30 by 1, but most people say that's questionable, that's not really a rectangle. But here's the thing, with 30 dots you can make good, solid rectangles for sure. A number that's nice that way, people call it a composite number. A number is composite if you can actually make good, solid rectangles with that many dots. Great and good. Now let's go to the next day of the year, 31. All right, play with 31 dots. Try to make rectangles with 31 dots, and I'll bet you'll have some trouble, because with 31 dots, the only picture of a rectangle you can make is this questionable one, a line of dots. 31 is resistant to making rectangles. And mathematicians call a number that's resistant to making rectangles a prime number. 31 is a prime number. All right, New Year's Day, number 1. What can you draw with 1 dot? Just that. It is definitely resistant to making rectangles as well. 1 looks like it wants to be prime. But mathematicians say, no. Don't consider 1 a prime number for this reason. It's convenient not to. Let's go back to the nice number 30. We've already seen you can definitely split 30 into, say, 5 times 6. In fact, we drew that rectangle. But the number 6 here is also composite. I can actually split that 6 into 2 times 3. So that means I can split 30 as 5 times 2 times 3. And that's as far as we can go. They're all prime numbers. Oh, but if you did allow 1 to be a prime number, then we're going to be in trouble, because say, if 1's allowed now, then I can actually split that 5 further. I can split it as 5 times 1 and then have 2 times 3. Whoa, then maybe I can split that 2 further. 5 times 1 times 2 times 1 times 3. And maybe I'll split this 1 now further. 5 times 1 times 1 times 2 times 1 times 3. I would be doing this forever. I could keep splitting forever. If I allowed 1 to be a prime number in my work, then I'd be stuck doing this process forever. So people say, no. Just for convenience, let's consider 1 not to be prime. It's not composite and it's not prime. If I get 1 out of my picture, then this process of splitting composite numbers into primes definitely stops and life is much easier. Alright, so for convenience, 1 is not considered a prime number. However, 2 is actually a prime number. You play with 2 dots, all you can do is that. It's resistant to making rectangles. It's definitely prime. So play with dots, you'll see the list of primes begins 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on and so on and so on. And then you notice something very odd about the number 2 in this list of primes. It's the only even number in the list of the prime numbers. Whoa! The prime number 2 is the odd man out in the list of primes because it's even. That's kind of quirky.